Hi, it's PeeMonster. My friend Martha Pennington tagged me in the Starving Artist question and answer, and I figured I would do it. It's a total of 20 questions, so I think I'm just gonna speed right through. What is your favorite experience as an artist? I think my favorite experience is finding a new way to communicate with people. Being someone that's not very good with words, I tend to have difficulty being understood and saying what I feel, but I feel like with art I feel understood. I also enjoy challenges. I like to put challenges in my work and getting lost in a puzzle of figuring something out that I've never done before. And just to find my way out, I think that's a lot of fun. Second question is, what is your least favorite experience as an artist? I think for me, my least favorite experience, I don't know if this counts, but what I don't like is when you're working your hardest on your art, but then to everyone else, you're very sloppy because everything else is not getting done, and your room is a mess, stuff's not getting done, but you're doing this. I think that's the hardest thing to deal with, is being perceived by others as something that you're not. Number 3, what are your dreams/goals for your art? I think for me, I wouldn't say only, but mostly I just want to grow and challenge myself more and explore new things. Ultimately, I want to create windows into the world in my head. Number 4, what is your favorite medium and why? It's graphite. I love graphite. I feel like I have a lot of control with graphite. I think when I work with paint and such, it's not as natural to me as it with graphite. When I started with graphite, I was younger. And I was just doing it for fun. And I think spending all the hours on the detail and stuff really grew on me. So it's normal to me. I don't really think about it. It just comes very naturally. Number 5, what inspired you to do art? / why do you love it? It's hard to say because I started really early on. I think I liked it because it was an escape from stuff that I didn't quite connect with. I love it because I can communicate 5,000 times better in art than I can with speaking. Number 6, what's the favorite piece you ever made and why is it special? I don't really have a favorite. To me, I created each one for a reason, and I think as long as I think they've served their purpose for me. Each one happened for a different reason, so I can't really just say one is more favorite than the other. Number 7, what/who are your biggest art influences? I really like Bogero. I think he's my ultimate favorite. I don't know much about art history. I think there are a lot of artists out there in the past that got no recognition whatsoever, so I don't really follow what I'm told, but stumbling across Bogero's work, I fell in love. I really like the way that he captures the skin and able to show, the depth and the texture, yet it's so delicate and real. I really like that about his work. Question number 8. What did you learn from being a full-time artist? It's hard to say what I've learned. Number 9. What do your family and friends think about you being an artist? I don't know. I think friends, my friends probably think it's a cool thing. My family, I think that they respect it for the most part. I know my parents had a hard time in the beginning, but they've always been supportive. They don't always understand the sacrifices and what it takes, but they've been supporting me. I think they're a good part of the reason why I'm not an actual starving artist. Number 10, was becoming an artist your childhood dream? If not, what is? It was not, technically. I mean, I think most of my childhood I wanted to be an animator. I studied animation for a while in high school, and 2 years into college for animation, I spent more time doodling in my sketchbook than I did wanting to really enter the industry of animation. I don't think I had what it took. I didn't think I had what it took to actually make it in the industry. I think I was probably better off doing my own thing, not working for someone, but working for myself. Ultimately, I wanted to make children's television shows, which I still have all my ideas. I still write in the notebook. I have entire series written out for kids. So I hope one day I'll get to a place with my art where I'm able to turn it around and invest in making cartoons and comics. Number 11. What advice can you give to people who want to be more artistic or creative? Immersion. Actually doing it. I don't think there's a wrong way to start. I mean, you just start and enjoy it. Challenge yourself a lot. Do what feels good. And I think one thing that would really help early on is to know why. Know why you're doing the things in your art. Number 12. Were you supported to pursue art as a child? Yes. Animation. But yes, very much so. Number 13. Do you make money off your art? Yes. Number 14. What do you want to improve on / aspire to be with your future art? I want to keep growing. And I want to keep bringing new things and, challenges and all that stuff. Number 15. What feelings do we try to express in our art? It's kind of hard to answer that as a collective we. Everyone's reason is different. But for me, it's, I guess, a general acknowledgement for the things we don't feel or don't think because we're focused on what's already been put in front of us as people. Number 16. What is your favorite thing to paint and why? I don't paint. Number 17. What's the strangest thing you've painted? The strangest thing I've drawn, it'd probably be a lot of my past stuff from like 10 years ago where I was just telling stories and, accepting the challenge of writing from the perspective of like my polar opposite, which was a murderer. I think that was misunderstood by a lot of people, and I think it still is to this day. But number 18, have you ever been hung up after you started a commission, and how did you handle it? No. Number 19, do you admit that paint smells good? I don't paint, but it does smell good. Number 20, what would you tell your younger self? I don't think there's anything to tell. I think every experience that we have leading up to wherever we are now is very necessary. I don't think anything I could have said would have changed it. I don't think I would have wanted to change it. Just hi. Okay, I think that's it for 20 questions. I'd like to tag Tracy Perkins. If she hasn't done it already, she might have done it already. If she has, then I guess this is going to be where the line stops. But yeah, I'd love to hear her insights. Yeah, and that's all.